Hi, my name is Allison Terry. I'm the Assistant Director for Community Engagement at the University of Georgia, and I am here to share with you all a few tidbits about what to expect during your transition from high school to college. When talking about the differences between high school and college, we have to talk about how responsibility differs from your high school career to your college career. In high school, you are typically told what to do, and if something goes wrong or if you behave poorly, you are usually corrected on your behavior. In college, it's a little bit different. You are expected to take responsibility for your actions, and you are also in charge of fixing your own mistakes. In high school, you are also told what to do in the classroom, and you have a fixed schedule, and that the teachers have control over the content that you learn at the pace you learn it. In college, it's a little bit different. You have the opportunity to take control of your own schedule, to choose the extracurriculars you want to participate in, and to learn time management in order to find what best suits your schedule and how you can move from class to class, as you will no longer be in one building with 5-minute to 10-minute increments in between. You must learn to manage your time and also to know exactly where you need to be and when, because no one will be there to tell you that you did something wrong. You'll just have to deal with the consequences after. Going to high school classes versus succeeding in college. The guiding principle for this lesson is that you will usually be told in class what you need to learn from assigned readings, but in college, it's up to you to read and understand the assigned material. The lectures and assignments, they proceed from the assumption that you've already done the reading. You will go to class and the professor will have assumed that you are prepared to engage in the lesson. It is also important to remember how the structure of high school and college classes are different. In high school, you are typically in classes for 36 weeks out of the school year, and those lessons are learned across both semesters. In college, it's a little bit different. Your classes can be divided into either quarters or semesters, and you won't take the same material over the same year. Next, you also have to remember that class sizes will start to differ. Classes in high school are generally no more than 30 to 35 students. But when you're in college, you also have the opportunity to be in a class with almost to up to 300 students, especially for a lot of introductory and general education courses. Now, let's discuss the difference between high school teachers and college professors. In high school, your teachers are responsible for doing lots of things to make sure that you succeed. They assign homework readings. They let you know if you have incomplete work. They are typically available for conversation before, during, or even after class for questions. They also have teaching methods to assist you in gaining additional knowledge. They will help you if you were absent and let you know of any work that you may have missed. And then they often write information on the board or provide supplemental materials to help you learn better what was gone over in textbooks. On the other hand, college professors are typically on the opposite side of the spectrum. They will not let you know when homework is due. They may give you a subtle reminder that a test is coming up or that a large exam or essay will be due in the coming weeks. But in the majority of the cases, you will be responsible for the work that you have to complete. In college, you are typically given a syllabus at the beginning of every year of every class, and it will list all of the assignments as well as all of the due dates for all of the assignments for the course. It is your responsibility to make sure that you contact the professor if you won't be able to make any deadlines, if anything comes up that makes it difficult for you to complete your work on time, or if you know if you'll be absent, to make sure that you are reading on schedule so that when you return to class, you are on par with the lesson and the rest of your peers. Now let's talk about grades in high school versus grades in college. In high school, typically you will receive a grade on all of your assignments and your teacher will return that back to you so you know where you stand in the class. Often you're able to calculate how much you need to get on an additional test in order to pass when you're in high school, but that same standard doesn't apply once you get to college. When you're in college, grades may not be given to you for every single assignment. You may only get them back for the bigger tests that happen maybe twice or 3 times in a semester. When you're in high school, You also have the opportunity to earn extra credit for certain topics that you may not have done well on, and that extra credit can bring up your entire grade for the course. When you're in college, that typically doesn't happen. Extra credit comes few and far between, and if you are able to do it, it won't be boosting your grade up an entire letter. When you're in high school, your initial test grades may not be that big of a deal. You'll have additional tests in order to bring up your grade, so that first one doesn't really stay on your radar. But when you're in college, that first test could be a wake-up call. It will teach you how your professor likes to give tests, what kind of questions they like to ask, as well as how much you need to study for tests going forward. The guiding principle for grades in high school versus grades in college is that grades in high school are typically offered based off of a good faith effort. But in college, you're typically rewarded for your results. Good faith is important, but we want to make sure that you've mastered the material and that you can achieve good results and have mastered what it is you said you have once you receive your degree.
Surprise, graduates, it's Mr. A. Y'all haven't gotten rid of me yet. I just wanted to pop up quickly to remind you to please complete the form that is listed in the description below. You will be entered in a drawing for a weekly $250 scholarship by completing that form. It should take you 1 or 2 minutes at most, not a big deal at all, and it's the easiest application you can complete for a scholarship all summer. So please make sure you do that. We'll select one scholarship winner each week, and best of luck. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.